He also links the rapture to a wedding. And so there's this beautiful picture here of the birth being, because we're about to be born into something that we can't even fully put our understanding around. And it's so, so cool. And we've done studies before on the pattern there. There's a pattern where you can line up the development of a baby inside the womb, starting at really Passover. And you can track along with the feast with Hanukkah being the birth. And the development of the child lines up with the feast. And it's really a really beautiful, beautiful picture of how everything God does is for us to know Him. And God is so good. Both of these pictures are so important to me and are so precious to me because I lived this. My baby Hannah, my mom, she's 11 now, so she's not really a baby anymore, but she's always going to be my baby. Both my girls are going to be my baby. I got a 19-year-old and an 11-year-old. But Hannah, before I found out I was pregnant with her, my mom gave me this study that went through the development. She knew I was trying to have a baby, and she gave me this study that went through that showed the development of a baby and how it lines up with the feast of the Lord. And I was just so, so cool. And I was reading it, and it was right around Passover time, and I was thinking, oh, wouldn't that be so cool if if I get pregnant this time and my baby would line up perfectly with the feast. And that's exactly what God did. And so, Hannah, she lined up with the feast right along with the study. And so I got to live it, which was super, super cool. And then, of course, the bride, that has been so close to my heart. God took me through this painting, and I didn't even know that I painted the Rapture until after I finished painting it. And then the thought occurred, maybe you should look up the Hebrew wedding ceremony. God just like kept that from me until afterwards. And so both of these typologies are so precious and so real to me. Um, and I just think it's so amazing that God gives these pictures of our relationship with Him that are the most cherished, a, a baby and a marriage.